A thumbnail sketch of sovereignty would be like this, and this is a little bit of a potted history, so forgive me. It starts in the mid-17th century, and then it becomes global. But it doesn't happen automatically because large parts of the world by then are controlled by colonial powers. But as you have national liberation movements, anti-colonial movements taking shape, sovereignty becomes embedded. Countries that recently became independent and had been part of empires were particularly jealous of protecting sovereignty for two reasons. First, they had just achieved it having been subjugated by empires. Second, they were much weaker than the wealthy industrialized countries, and if it came to a contest militarily, there was no question of who would prevail. But the legal notion that one ought not to interfere in the internal affairs of states was particularly important to them. So the paradox arose that although some of the most egregious mass atrocity crimes did occur, not all of them, in what we would call the developing world. Many of these countries were very critical of R2P because they felt that it essentially would give the wealthy and powerful license to stage intervention in what they regarded as potentially some other form of colonialism. Now, one can argue that this was wrong, but given the history of these countries, I don't think one can dismiss out of hand that this was not a legitimate concern. So right from the beginning, you have this tension.